Meghan Markle. Oh, the woman who claims she wants privacy while simultaneously filling up Netflix screens, best-selling bookshelves, and the pages of glossy lifestyle magazines, has found herself in yet another humiliating public failure. And who, you ask, is the mastermind behind this brutal takedown? None other than Gwyneth Paltrow, the undisputed queen of wellness, strange candle scents, and now, effortless shade. If there were a gold medal for throwing shade without breaking a sweat, Gwyneth would take the crown. And what was her weapon of choice? A single, simple action that spoke volumes without uttering a word. She followed the real, as ever, brand on Instagram. Meghan, busy parading her brand new venture that was anything but new, had no idea that in one tap, Gwyneth had just served the most sophisticated shade possible. No press releases, no public stunts, just a subtle tap, a gesture that could be heard around the world. In that one act, Gwyneth was telling everyone loud and clear, I support the real, as ever, and Meghan, well, she can sit this one out. Meghan's constant need to rebrand herself has turned into a tragic pattern. After all, what does an innovator do when she's out of ideas? She finds inspiration in the work of others, like with the TIG, which shockingly resembled Gwyneth's Goop brand. Now it's as ever, a name she so boldly claims as her own, even though it was already being used long before she tried to slap it onto her latest failure. Oh, and the cherry on top? The $3,200 Heart of Gold pendant necklace Meghan wore during her relaunch video, one that just so happens to be exactly the same as the one Gwyneth herself owns. But no, don't even dare suggest that Meghan is copying. Of course not. It's just another coincidence that she's always one step behind Gwyneth, following her every move like a loyal fan. How many times must this happen before we admit that Meghan is stuck in an endless game of catch-up? This whole debacle feels like Real Housewives of Montecito, only without the glamour, the glitz, or the entertainment value. On one side, we have Gwyneth, the original lifestyle queen, a woman who built an empire from her brand, Goop. On the other side, we have Meghan, the Duchess-turned-businesswoman, who can't seem to figure out what direction to take next, hopping from one failed project to another. From Sussex Royal to Archewell to Spotify, that fizzled out faster than you can say exclusive podcast, and now, as ever, a name that already belonged to someone else. The reality is, this isn't a success. It's the beginning of another failed venture, one that Meghan will undoubtedly try to spin as a misunderstanding. Meanwhile, the Real As Ever brand has found a groundswell of support, with people rallying behind them in ways Meghan never expected. And nothing is more devastating than being called out for copying, especially when you're bad at it. You can almost hear Meghan's PR team typing away furiously, trying to salvage the wreckage. Maybe they'll cook up an exclusive interview where Meghan and Gwyneth will suddenly be best friends. Oh, the PR spin is coming. But here's the truth. Gwyneth doesn't need a PR team. She's been playing this game for years, and she's good at it. Meghan's latest attempt at reinvention has gone up in flames. Instead of being celebrated for her innovative brand, she's being dragged for yet another embarrassing attempt at copying. Meanwhile, Gwyneth, in the most nonchalant way possible, has once again proven there's only one true lifestyle queen in Montecito. Meghan tried, but Gwyneth won.